Good afternoon, good evening, and good morning to all our friends who are in USA and people who are listening to us here in the UK. This is Sam Dosa with my co-host Jennifer. This is a Believe in Business, our platform or our episode. This is today is the third episode. We are going to be live with my co-host. What we are going to be planning today is bit of a question we have raised actually, which I will be displaying very soon. Well, as I described earlier, these episodes, what we are doing is full of our journey, me and Jennifer's journey to become an entrepreneur, and sharing our wisdom and our ups and downs, what we have been going through. So stay with us, and if you like to join us as a guest, please be our guest today, and we will be able to do a live coaching as well if you would like to be live coached with us, me and Jennifer. So join us. Just type guest on the link or in the comment, and we will send you the link. So I'm Sam Dosa, and I'm a business mentor and a coach and a broadcaster. I run four different segments on Facebook Live, and I'm also a burnout specialist. So if you are going through with burnout, whether with life or whether with business, I'm your go-to guy to come to me, and we can discuss next course of action with you. So off to my co-host Jennifer Beaumont-White.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jennifer, as Sam says. Thank you so much for that, Sam. I'm a business coach and an emotional freedom specialist, and I help my clients move from fear to love, from being stuck to being successfully irresistible in their life, their business, and their lifestyle. And the way that I do that is with one-to-one coaching, and I have an exclusive group coaching membership club called the Ignite Your Brilliance Inner Circle, which is very sort of exclusive for people who really are high achievers who want to raise their game to the next level, but they're stuck. And I help them to get unstuck and move forward. And as Sam says, tonight we are really, really open for anybody who's coming on board to, if you've got a really burning question, please come and join us. Just type guests in the comments box. We'll see that, and we'll give you the link to actually come on board and have a chat with us and be part of the whole program this evening.
Absolutely. So before we go further, so let me tell you about the question which we will be sharing with you, because it's about challenges. What challenges you as yourself in life or in your business you are experiencing right now, this present moment, because we all experience a lot of challenges. For example, myself, the challenges I am right now actually experiencing is to allocate time to a lot of things I'm doing, and sometimes I do not have enough time to put on to the right segment, because as I said, I'm running four segments. So running four segments, then downloading the videos, then doing the shortcuts of the videos, creating another videos up to into YouTube is a lot of work for a person. And also got 3 kids, summer holidays, and then a couple of other things going on right now in life. So everything has to be juggled correctly. So my biggest right now, which I'm finding difficult or challenge, is managing my time. So that's what I'm going through right now. So I hope you can share something with us.
Fabulous. Well, I think from myself, I think time with an entrepreneur or a business owner is always going to be a challenge, because you might think that you've got everything all sewn up and everything is planned and it's like running nicely, and then something happens and it throws everything out of kilter, and you have to do some firefighting or organizing or dealing with people, money, time. There's always some kind of challenge, and trying to fit it all in, especially if you have a family, because I had the same challenges when my kids were young. It was like I had 3 kids, my stepdaughter, my 2 boys. I had the cat, the dog, the goldfish, the budgie, dinner, the business that I was running, the staff in the business, and then trying to manage all of that. Where do you get the time? And it's never seemed to, through all my career, all my business career, there's never been enough time. If you could have 48 hours in a day, that still would not be enough, you know. So and even today, I mean, it's just me and I'm running my business, but I come up with so many different ideas, and it's like, okay, I'm going to work on this idea or this project, and I'm connecting with lots of different people. I'm promoting my business and helping my clients as well, and I'm researching stuff for them as well. But there always seems to be never enough time to deal with things. So I think time is the biggest issue that I think most of us go, you know, have a challenge with. And I think as well, people is another major challenge that entrepreneurs have, and money. I think they're the three biggest challenges that we can you know, have challenges with as business owners.
So
yes.
while you're saying about people, what do you mean by that?
Well, in terms of having challenges with people, okay, so you've got the two types of people. You've got I call your staff or your team, your primary customer, the one that is actually you have to look after, nurture, get on board with your values, sort out conflicts of interest, conflict between you and them, as you know, there's always a them and us kind of thing going on. You know, there's always some kind of issue between staff and yourself, and to get them all in line so that you can serve your paying customers. You've got primary customer and paying customer, so that they represent your business, your values, whatever's going on for your message, and then you can they can serve your paying customers and make them feel really good and happy, and be able to deal with all the things customers come back with, with their complaints or their pleasures or whatever, and trying to move them forward. And then you've got the other side as well, where you've got people who are family, friends, all of those personal issues that you have to deal with. So it's not just, it's not, there's pockets of people that you have to deal with in different ways, and you become different people to deal with these issues. So yeah, people are, another big challenge that we have.
Yeah. I think you're quite right about those things, about people, how you see them in a completely different categories, because we look at our own siblings or our family members, and also those close relatives also come as our journey. And when we are looking within our business, because today's the question is your challenges with you and your business. So challenges with you, that how we are going to create a balance between giving time to your siblings, giving time to your family, and then your time to your business, because that's the biggest challenge any business owner have, or a person working within the company, how you balance it out your life. Because I remember when I used to work in big companies, and Fortune 500 company, that where the problem used to arise with me was that I want to create a balance with my family and with my work. And that was the biggest tussle between me and my ex-wife, used to be that, oh, you are never home, you're never going to give 100% over here, you are always at work, your concentration is on your work. And I tried to explain it to her that this is, and the explanation was that I have to work, otherwise I'm not going to be able to pay the mortgage, I won't be able to pay what you are looking for in life. So that's another thing which we all go through in life as well, to how to balance it. And I think I'm not sure you have experienced, but I experience a lot this within my big working in the big organization. There are certain people who help you to create a balance, but there are certain people who just want you to work like a donkey.
Trojan. Yeah. Like a donkey. Oh yes. Yeah. I think you find them that sort of thing everywhere. Well, no matter where you're working, you there's always someone who's gonna like ask you for your blood, your heart, your soul, everything for the company. Forget work, because what I usually find is that they, especially if it's management, it's usually they're watching their back. and they've got to
Yeah.
make you do what you need to do so that they can keep their job and look good for the CEO or the next level of management. They'll do anything to jump over you, squish you, stretch you so that they get their targets, you hit your targets so that they get their targets, and then look good for the company so that they get their promotion. And then you've got the others who are really say, hey, we're a team, we're all coming on the journey together, let's make everybody happy, let's look out for each other, let's watch each other's backs, because if you fall, I fall.
Yeah.
Let's hold you up so that we can all benefit. So
Yeah.
it's finding that balance between the people. And I usually find that people who are have some kind of issue, you have to really love them because they can't help it. You just if they've got something going on for them, you never know. They could have had a really bad day. They've had some problem at home. They might be going through some mental breakdown, and you don't take things personally, because I used to, when I was in the early days, I used to take things really, really personally and say they don't like me, or they hate me, or they're against me. And then I began to recognize that they've got issues and it's nothing to do with me. So bless them and just say, hey, you know what? Yeah.
I think
just keep going.
with working with the organization, you feel that, okay, I'm part of a team, I'm part of an organization. But sometimes you don't feel as an ambassador for them. You feel that you are just a number.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You become a number, and they treat you like a number as well. Yeah. And there is always something, always looking at the end of the year when you say, oh, my appraisal is coming and now I'm going to get a good outcome. And they say, well, your performance was not very good. We're expecting to be, excellent instead of very good. We want you to be excellent. But there is no step, every quarterly performance reviews going on with the work which you're doing. And the similar thing happens with the business. Are you doing quarterly review of your business?
Yes.
What are your outgoings? What are your incomings? Yes. So this is another area, the challenge which business owners feel. But again, like us, we are business mentor. We can help them to assess those things. But again, how you bring those people to actually listen to us and actually learn from our experiences, because what we are doing over here, we are sharing our experiences over here. And also there were a lot of area where I had a lot of challenges where I found I wasn't ready, or I was not doing something greater, which took me time to understand.
Took me time to understand. Yeah, it is. Yeah, exactly. When we're working with our clients, they really do need to understand that we've been through what we've been through, and what we're saying is like, hey, you know what? From my experience, it is more do what I say, not what I do. Because even if I'm not doing it right now, I know for a fact that if you do not do what I'm telling you to do or asking you to do, this is what's going to happen. If you're not being careful in this area, you're going to get burnout, you're going to get overwhelmed, you're going to get financially stressed. Keep an eye on your money, keep an eye on, know exactly what's going on with the ins and outs of your money. I mean, on my Ignite Your Brilliance course, next couple of sessions, we're going to go through the cash flow and profit and loss, and how to actually plan in working on that, because back in the day, I never used to work on my figures at all. It's like the money's come in, put it in the bank, money goes out, pay the bills. And it was like, okay, yep, there's money going in, there's money coming out. But I didn't really realize where it was going and what it was going for. And it was at the end of the year, I didn't sort of know where, actually not watching those figures, where I could have improved, or maybe cut costs and bought maybe cheaper goods, or cheaper products, or more expensive or quality products. It was just in and out, there's money coming in, money going out sort of thing. And reviewing and planning in time again, it comes to time, planning in time every week to just check where you're at, check and measure. What gets measured gets done. That's a little adage that we always used to use. It's like you measure it, and then you know exactly where have you reached your goal, are you near your goal, do you need to tweak something? And back in the day, I never used to do that. It was just get up, get to work, do my thing in my shop, come back, feed the kids, etc., etc., and not really realize what opportunities I could have, progressed and maybe made things better, or stop the rot from happening. So yeah.
Absolutely, yeah, spot on. So we have the comment from McDonald. Lucky said hello to us. Thank you joining us,
Hello,
McDonald. Really appreciate it you joining us. Hope you're doing great, yeah. And thank you for joining us. And if you have any question, please do not hesitate to ask. Or if you would like to come live with us, please just type guest on the comment, and I will send you the link so you can be live with us.
That'd be so cool. Have our first guest.
Yes, absolutely. So the question again arises about the challenges as an individual as well as a business owner faces right now. And there are certain challenges, as we discussed about time is the one of the biggest challenge. Time is very precious. Your time, your quality time with your mom, your daughter, your son, your husband, your brother, or whoever, Aslam actually joined us.
Hi, Aslam. Hi, Aslam. I see you watching.
Thank you.
I finally found the little button. I found the little button that I can. I'm seeing the names of the people. I didn't realize that was there. So yeah.
Excellent.
Because Sam has the controls. He's got the controls, and I just see what's happening. So yeah.
Yeah. I got all the controls. So, but thank you, Azam, for joining. Today's question is what challenges you and your business is facing at this present moment or right now. So I know you are an expert in your, I think, Mind Architect, Aslam, and he has a lot of experience. So Aslam, if you like to be our guest today, please just type guest and I will send you the link. We'd love to hear your voice.
Good to have a chat. Yeah, because he's got a lot of wealth of experience in all sorts of different businesses. So such a good. I actually had him as a guest on my Business Love London event that I used to run. Yeah. Great stories.
Beautiful. Yeah. Oh yeah. He says yes. Why not? So I'll send you the link. Make sure you use Google Chrome because this application or this platform only works with Google Chrome. Oh, I'm in the train. It doesn't matter. Wherever you are, you will be able to join us. I'm just just click on the link I've just sent you. So you will be able to connect as a guest. You will come in our lobby and I will invite you in. So we are waiting for our guest. Hopefully he will be able to join us. He's on the train right now. So in the meanwhile, we were discussing about the challenges as an individual. As I said to you earlier, that as a working for an organization, if the company sees a talent in you and makes you an ambassador, you can create a ripple for their brand. You can be the brand ambassador, you can be the company ambassador, you can be anybody who can actually talk about walking, talking, sleeping, in the parties, in anywhere. When you say, oh, I work for XYZ company and they are so brilliant, they are so this, they are so this. So you are automatically doing a publicity for your company. And so how many companies at this present moment actually care about their employees? There are not many companies. I haven't heard anything recently. A lot of people are actually being redundant because of their.
Well, for me, I think there is still a lot of companies that really need to pull their socks up in terms of what's going on in the marketplace and in terms of their primary customers as well, because there's a lot of people wanting to leave businesses, big businesses, corporations or whatever, and start their own thing. And also customers are looking at your business for your ethics, your values, your how you're behaving, how you looking after the world. A lot of people are waking up around that. And, what kind of business are you? and they're walking with their money because they can buy across the world. They don't have to buy in the UK. They don't have to buy in your high street. They can buy internationally. Amazon Prime has really highlighted that. I can buy something here in my laptop from wherever, and it's here tomorrow morning. So people are being much more discerning as customers. And then your staff, team members don't have to work with you neither. They can choose to either work for another company or they can start their own businesses. So everybody's having to be a bit more cautious about how they operate in their business. If they don't start shifting and changing, they're going to be left behind with how the economy in the world is working at the moment. I mean, one of the things I think we need to touch on in terms of challenges is our own personal mindset and our personal beliefs about our own self and how we're operating in our business as well. And who do we turn to when we have a burnout or breakdown or not being able to cope with anything? Because within a corporation or business, you're just one member of a team that does everything. And we have to do everything on our own. So when I first started out, it was my children's clothes shop, and I was just like blind to business. It's like my first venture, thinking that my husband was going to be able to help me with it because he's a businessman, but his business was completely different. He was a decorating contractor, and I had a children's retail business, and it's two different things in terms of communicating with your audience, how you interact with the first, to get people on board and promote and things like that. Mine was a brick and mortar, so people walking past and advertising back in the day, back in the early 90s, it was advertising in the local paper, no internet stuff. Okay, and then his was word of mouth. And advertising in putting his advertising boards out and making phone calls and doing a good job and getting referrals from his ex-clients and whatever. So it was two different things, and he couldn't help me and I couldn't help myself. I had no one to turn to, so I started reading books and trying to get ideas from the books and things like that. And eventually, by the time I had my second business, which was the hair salon, that's when I went to college for business and had been in business. Business management and administration, and I took a certificate in that so I could get my head around the business thing, because there's no one to talk to. Nowadays you've got business coaches left, right and center who you can tap into. They can hold your hand, they can give you advice, they can give you online training. There's so much about, but is it correct? Is it right? Is it right for you? So that's another minefield as well, because I've been through several mentors, and finding the right one that resonates with you, that speaks your language and knows what you're trying to bring out as your message. That's another minefield as well.
I think that's the winning formula. That's the winning formula, I think.
Yeah, to find the right coach.
Right coach and a mentor for your business, for yourself. Because if he is thinking with the right energy, with your energy, then you will be able to accelerate your business and also your capacity in your mindset to enhance it to the next level, where he will be or she will be able to guide you or show you, direct you. I won't say show you, direct you and guide you to the next level. Because other than this, you will be stuck where you are. You will be stuck in the same rut. You're going to be in the same cycle, running around day after day and thinking why your business is not going to the next level. We all go through the challenges. My early challenges were quite significant challenges because, as a working full time and then looking to run a business is not very easy. You will think about it several times, whether is this something I should be investing my time in, and then you think about how I'm going to balance my work-life balance, and that is the key factor at that time. And I started few businesses earlier, and it failed because I wasn't giving 100% to those, because I was just thinking that is my job is my main earning, or my bills are being paid by that. And if I'm going to be concentrating my business, then I'm not giving time to my children, not time to my family. So then you are thinking how you're going to manage. But again, it comes to this what I call it understanding between two people as a husband and wife, that if the husband is the breadwinner or a woman is the breadwinner, wife is a breadwinner, then there should be a
Mm.
harmony between those two people to understand that you are going to the same achievement
Please.
going, but
Yeah, yeah.
one has to look at this way, that if the person is working hard, then he has to bring the reward to the family. He's not
Mm.
doing his hard work to run away from his responsibilities, but he's working
Mm-hmm.
hard to bring some reward to the family, that there might be a less overheads on your head, there will be less burden of financial issues, then you have a very smooth life. But sometimes there is no harmony between two people, and it creates a very big repulsion, and you feel like you are alone in this world. You feel like there is
Yeah.
nobody to support you.
Exactly, especially if you have two people who are business owners. Because my ex-husband was a decorating contractor. He had his own business. And all the time I was at
Mhm.
home with the children, I was helping
Mhm.
him and supporting him with his business. So
Yeah.
everything was more or less smooth, and it was like, help him with his business and run the family and look after him. That's fine. But it's
Mhm.
the moment that I decided I was going to have my own business, it was like this expectation was I'd still be able to do everything I did before as well as run the new business. And it was like, why aren't you doing this? And why isn't that happening? Or whatever. And I gradually had to train him to
Mhm.
help in some way, to help, if you come home before me, so, put some rice on, sort the children out, make sure they do their homework. If I come home before you, then I'll do the same. And then share
Yeah.
the chores, and
Yeah.
being a stubborn Jamaican, I'm Jamaican myself. It's like, it's very Dickensian. You do what you're supposed to do. You're the wife, you do this. And, it's
Yes.
very old fashioned thinking,
I
and
think we all have
yeah,
similar values, whether it's a Jamaican, whether it's Indian, whether it's Pakistanis, whether it's Irish, Scottish.
yeah,
We all have the similar cultural values in terms of the woman always going to be making sure that she look after the house, making sure she look after
yeah,
children, making sure that everything is hunky dory, everything is laid out correctly, and still going to be
mhm,
working full time. We're still running a business, whatever, but she has to be home cooking the dinner and making sure that husband has
yeah,
been
yeah,
fed properly. And
yeah,
husband will
yeah.
stand on his 2 feet and says, "Well, I had a very good time. Thank you very much, and I'm going to watch the TV now."
Yeah, and that's where the woman has got to say, listen, can I handle my life like this? Am I enjoying it? Am I coping? Am I surviving? Is my health good? Because, there are women who can handle all of that. They can run the business, come home, do the dinner, and they've probably got a business where they can hire staff to run,
Yeah,
do most of the business, and she can hire staff for the house as well.
yeah,
Have
yeah,
a cleaner, maybe some might even have a housekeeper, some might have a gardener.
yeah.
You are earning the money to actually supply employment for people to help you in the business and in the home. And
Absolutely.
to me, that's like the Edwardian sort of Victorian standard. You're the woman of the house, and you've got the money, and you can manage your household because
Yeah,
you've got the husband's money, your money, and it's all like, well, employ staff because people are out there looking for employment. My mum's been very ill, and
mm-hmm.
the she's actually employed a cleaner to come in.
Mm-hmm.
She's really like a Trojan. She can clean her house no problem whatsoever. But because she's been ill, the family persuaded her to take on a cleaner, and
Mm-hmm.
so she was really reluctant. Being 83 is like, that's not what we do. It's not the kind of thing we do. But we had to say to her, listen, if you don't, then you're going to be upset because your place isn't tidy, and that will
Yeah,
distress you, and then you wouldn't get well quicker. So if your place is
yeah,
neat and clean and tidy, then you'll be less stressed, you'll be happier, and you're providing employment for someone as well. You pay them £40 a week or whatever every fortnight, and you're at ease in your body.
yes, yes,
So
yes.
you've got to
It's
know how to
very,
manage
very,
yourself as well to get that balance. Yeah.
yeah. It's sometimes very difficult for the our elderly parent to understand that, because they have this routine of doing things, and they know
Mhm.
exactly what is come next, how they're going to be doing it. There is what I call it a ritual, or they're having
Yes.
this sort of habitual things which they have done it, and teaching somebody else to do the same thing, it will take time, because they've
Yeah.
been doing it for so long. They will become impatient about it, and they
Yeah.
will say, I'd rather do it myself than I'll ask
Yes.
somebody else. So I think
Yeah. Yeah.
it's difficult, because their mindset has been what I call it, been engineered like that, wired like
Yeah.
that. So they don't want to give it somebody else. As again, we all, as well as myself, as yourself as well. If
Yeah.
somebody new come in and somebody says to me, "Can you show me how to do this?" And you'll
Yeah.
say, "Okay, this will take
Actually,
me
yeah.
5 minutes, but I want to teach him, and it will take about 15-20 minutes. I'd rather do it myself." But
That
sometimes
is
you have
so
to,
true.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes
That is so
you have
so true
to.
because yeah, I remember. Sorry to cut you, Sam. I
Yeah.
remember actually when I had my hair salon when I first started my salon, and I'm used to running everything and doing everything, and it was really sort of a bit of a challenge to teach someone how to do what I do the way I do it, so that I can actually expand the business because I couldn't do any more. There was only the one me, with my assistants and everything, and I was getting more and more busy, and it's like if I take on someone, they're not going to do it like me. And have I got time to take someone because I'm so busy? How can I show that other person? And will they do it right? And it's like you just keep going, keep going. Luckily, I had a young lady come in, pop her head through the door and ask me if I needed any help. And I said, well, what can you do? And she said, well, I'm a hairdresser. And I said, well, okay. Yeah, where would you like to start? Where would you like to start? So, and she just started straight away. But she was a godsend. She was excellent at what she was doing, and she
Yeah,
eventually
but
took over. Yeah.
sometimes you
Go
have to
on.
take sometimes you have to take this sort of help. Otherwise, you are burning out yourself, and you actually, you don't care about yourself. You will be the one who is going to be paying the most of yourself. Your health will be deteriorated. You are deprivation of your sleep, and your deprivation of a lot of other things. Your body started to ache, and then you started to think, this much I'm doing alone. Why I'm doing it?
Hmm.
What is my purpose of
Hmm.
living like this? I thought
Yes.
the running a business was like giving me freedom. Running a business was
Yeah.
like giving me sort of peace of mind and everything. But this is giving me more headache. I rather work for somebody else. Well, I know
Yeah.
there will be a set salary will be coming at end of the month, and I will pay my bills, and I will be relaxing in the weekend instead of me running around
Yes.
like just. So getting a help from others is very important, and we
Yeah.
forget those things, and we just think about it. I'm going to cut £5 here, £10 here, or £50 here, or £60 here to do those small job by yourself, creating extra burden on your shoulders, and thinking that I have actually saved some money. It's not about the
Yeah.
money you saved. Is the deterioration of your health and your body,
Yeah.
what you're doing to yourself. Your mind started to clog up, and you started to make
Hmm.
wrong decision in your business,
Yes.
and that is
Yes. Yes.
costing you more problem than anything else. More problem than
Absolutely.
anything else.
Absolutely.
So I think
Yeah.
we have talked a lot. I think so. I
Yeah.
think we were expecting our guest, but I think he's
Is
is
he not
on the
on
no,
the
he's
train?
on
He
the
can't
train.
join us.
He can't join us
Anybody
today,
else?
but thank you very much for acknowledging Aslam to join us live with us. But our time is now complete. Is
Hmm.
6:30 British time, or GMT time, and this is Sam Dosa with my co-host Jennifer. We
Yeah.
were very delighted to deliver this third episode, Believe in Business, promoting passion in business. The question which we have actually asked today: what challenges you as an individual working in a professional business or professional life, actually, or a professional job, and your business experiencing right now? That was our question for today, and we have actually shared our challenges. Like, my challenges was the time, as well as
Hmm.
Jennifer has said the same thing about the time, and how you are
Hmm.
maneuvering. There are a lot of other things which we have discussed on this today's episode, so please listen to it, and if you find some golden nugget, please use them. And if you have any
Hmm.
questions, please do not hesitate to contact myself, Sam Dosa, and my co-host Jennifer Beaumont White. We are
Yeah.
available via the Facebook channels, and we are also going to put our diaries over here. So book yourself a discovery or a full-fledged session with myself and Jennifer, and discover what
Mm-hmm.
actually is stopping and what challenges you are experiencing right now. And Jennifer is got a list which she would be happy to give you a cheat sheet she has. You can
Yes.
subscribe to her, and if you like that one, I can get the link for you and put it on this comment box today, as well as
Mm-hmm.
she's going to tell you about her upcoming webinar, which is on the 11th of September.
Well, I have an upcoming webinar planned for the 11th of September. I'm not sure of the title yet. It'd be great to have some ideas around what people are really having challenges around, because this is what the question was for this evening. And if we can get some ideas about what you'd like answered, what challenges you've got, what your goals and aspirations are, and then I can create my webinar to suit you, because my whole thing is about helping high achieving, creative, inspired entrepreneurs to move to the next level. But there's something that's holding you back, somewhere you're stuck, and I help you to move from that stuckness to irresistible success in your life, in your business. So I'd love to know what's holding you back, if you're being held back with time, money, people, or anything that's going on in your business. And then I can create the webinar around that and give you all my juicy, audacious 3+ decades of information to help you move to the success that you are requiring for your business and your life, so that it's easy, it's flow, and you are inspired to keep going and make the world a better place with your gifts. So yes,
Absolutely.
that'd be really cool. So that's 11th of September, and I've also got my running membership club, the Ignite Your Brilliance Inner Circle. If you want information about that as well, where we're going through my soul shift principles, and people are getting really good success, getting more clients, having more ease in their business, and just about to put some testimonials out on the Live Authentic group as well. So things are really moving for that group as well.
Fantastic.
I can tell you about that. So yeah.
Fantastic.
So Sam's got some things coming up as well. Yeah.
Yes, that is quite interesting things are coming up, which I'm going to be sharing very soon to the live audience. But I will get all the links which Jennifer has talked about, and I will put it on the comment box, so you can get in touch with her and with me for any session would you like to book, and we will be able to help you. We are here to support, guide, and direct. We are not here to advise, because what we see ourselves as a mentor. Mentoring is guiding the people, directing them, and showing them the path. And that the only thing you have to do is to walk on that path with your success. So with this statement, I would say thank you very much for joining us. And I wish you all the best for today. It's Monday. So have a fantastic week ahead, and enjoy every second of it. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Sam. It's been a pleasure to be here again with you. And yeah, we'll see you guys next week.
Thank you very much. Bye for now.
Bye.